Turntable.
Rest in peace.
Also, like, are we not living for the dewiness of my skin right now? Yes, yes, yo. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing to me. It means, honestly, it really means the world. I just can't believe that like people are like watching me and like, I don't know, you guys like me. It's cool. So if you haven't subscribed already, there's a button you can click. You can subscribe. It's free. I think I'm pretty cool. We seem to have a good relationship so far. I like that. Let's just jump into today's video. So I'm going to be talking about my experience going to the Fashion Institute of Technology, kind of giving you guys some info if you want to apply, what it's like there. Also, let me know if you guys are interested in this kind of thing, because I can turn it into like a series and talk about getting fashion internships, your resume, and just things of that nature. So yeah. I guess to start off, I'll give you guys some background about like my college experience or whatever. For those of you who don't know, I just graduated from the Fashion Institute of Technology in May of 2016. I graduated with my bachelor's. I had to think about that, that's weird. I graduated with my bachelor's in advertising, marketing, and communications. And yeah, that's like pretty much it. I know a lot of you guys are still in high school or coming out of high school, or you know, like about to graduate or something. When I was coming out of high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So many people were just like, be a doctor, be a lawyer, blah 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 blah. But like, I didn't want to do any of that shit. So I went to community college because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to waste someone's money playing around at some school, switching majors and doing all that stupid shit. So I went to a community college, got my life, not my life together, because like, you know, I was like 18, it was fine. I got my associate's degree in liberal arts, and that saved me so much money and so much like headache and time. I spent 2 years there. It was kind of like time to graduate from there, and obviously I had to keep going to school. So I had to apply to different schools. I had applied to FIT, and I applied to like other SUNY schools. If you don't know what SUNY is, it's just the State University of New York. So it's like the school system throughout all of the state colleges in New York. Yeah, so I had applied to some SUNY schools as well. I picked one. I was like, oh, you know, I'll go to UAlbany. You know, I'll just do communications there. So I apply, I get accepted. Oh, side note, if your grades are bad out of school or whatever, like just go to community college and like change your life. You know what I mean? Because once you get your associate's degree, most schools will accept you, and it's only, and if you want like the college experience, like it's only 2 years out of your life, you know what I mean? So you might as well just go and save the money. It was just something really, really helpful, and if I could recommend it to everybody, I would. Like, I'm telling you, I would. So I said, okay, I'll go to UAlbany, do communications there. My mom put the deposit down, and then all of a sudden, like, I had gotten accepted to FIT, and I was like, okay, bye girl, like I need to go, FIT is calling. Because I thought about it and I was like, why am I going all the way up to Albany, which is like 3 or 4 hours from here? Why am I going all the way up to Albany to do communications when like all the shit that they're gonna teach you about, literally all of like the internships and stuff are gonna be in Manhattan? Like, why am I running away from that? So I went to FIT, and my mom did not get her deposit back, but it's fine because like I graduated and stuff, so she's happy. Yeah, so I got accepted to FIT, and that is where my story began. So if you guys are interested in applying to FIT, you are gonna have to fill out the SUNY application, which is the State University of New York, like I had mentioned earlier. So then from there, you're gonna have to fill out FIT's application, and depending on the major that you choose, you're gonna have to create like a portfolio or have some type of book or do some type of like project for them to kind of see, like, I don't know if you're up to par to be in that particular program, just because some of them are like way more competitive than others. That's like in the art school though. So in the business school, I don't think it's as competitive, and I didn't need to fill out a or do a portfolio, but I know for the art school it's definitely way more competitive. The cost of it varies, depends if you are in-state, out-of-state, living on campus, living off campus, all of that stuff. So I was in-state and I lived at home. So my tuition was no more than like $4,000 a semester, which is like $8,000 a year, and that's pretty bomb for going to school and getting your bachelor's degree. The dorms though, if you're like out of state, it varies. I'll leave a link below just because I really don't know, because I wasn't paying that tuition. So if you're like trying to get in-state tuition and you live on campus, that's not gonna count. They're not gonna, New York State is not gonna recognize that as you living in New York, even though you are, because they want you to be like living on your own, paying your own rent kind of thing for at least a year. So if you know someone in New York, I don't know. Actually, I really don't know how that will work out. You would have to figure it out on like some Joanne the Scammer shit. But as far as the dorms go, they're like $10,000, probably more than that now, but they're like $10,000 a semester, which is, or is it a year? I don't really know. Again, I'll leave a link just because I didn't live on campus. Yeah, they're like $10,000. You have to share. I wanted to at first, but then I was like, wait a minute, why? Like, my dorm at home is mad nice. Like, sure, whatever, my roommates, you know, they're older, but like, why, where am I going? And it's just like, don't get like hyped up in like the idea of like living on your own to be like asked out and like broke and have to pay like mad loans later when you could just live on your own after you graduate. Like, it's really not a big deal. Like, if you can afford it, do it, but if not, what are you doing? You know? Also, like, if you're out of state and like you need to live on campus, obviously do that, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, if you're in state trying to like live on campus, it's just like, for what? Like, you live half an hour, you're half an hour away from your house. Like, what are you really doing? Besides wasting money. There's 3 dorms. There's Kaufman, Nagler, and Alumni. Kaufman is the one that's like off campus. Freshmen can't stay there, sorry. But that one's on like 31st and either like 9th or 10th, I can't remember, but it's like somewhere over there. And then Nagler and Alumni are the ones that are on campus across the street on 27th Street. I can't really say too much about them. I've went in there like once. It was pretty shitty. It was like a room. Honestly, it was like the size of my room. You had to share it with someone, and my room was already like, my room was a good size, but like I wouldn't want to share my room with anyone, if you get what I'm saying. But like, that's the college experience, right? Am I right? Financial aid. Financial aid. If you get financial aid, shout out to you, because I did not get shit. Thank God, luckily, fortunately, my parents were able to afford my tuition, so I was like really happy on that part, and I didn't have to take out any loans, and I didn't have to take out any loans, so I was fortunate enough to not owe anybody. I mean, I guess I owe my parents, but like, they'll get it later. Definitely get up on your P's and Q's on your financial aid. Make sure you still are getting that money or like those grants or whatever, because it's only gonna help you in the long run. Living off campus, if you want to live off campus and get an apartment, I would recommend finding some friends, because there's no way you're just gonna live on your own, because that shit is expensive. It's like $1,500 for a room, and that's like at minimum. So yeah, you would definitely have to find a roommate. That's definitely gonna take a lot of work, but if you, again, like I said, if you can afford it or your parents are willing to pay for it, by all means, live your life. The education. So there are 2 schools at FIT. There's a business school and the art school. My major, which was AMC, was in the business school. There's all different types of majors. There's stuff you never thought before, like toy design, communication design, fashion design, FMM or FBM, they changed the name. AMC, which was my major. I don't know if textiles is a major or a class, but it's in there. Literally, the list is endless. I'll leave a link below. So like I said, my major was AMC. There's so much stuff you can do with it. Like, say if you are interested in PR, for example, which is public relations, if you didn't know, you could have done my major, which is actually what some of my friends did. They were an AMC major with a focus on PR, and they, you know, did PR internships, fashion PR internships, because within PR, there's different types of PR. There's like food PR, fashion PR, travel PR, like so many different like levels and ranges of that. Really, you can do just about anything. There's just so many different places and things and internships that you guys can do. And like I said before, if you're interested in the whole like internship fashion internships in general, let me know. I will do a video on that as well. As far as like making friends and stuff on campus, If you're like living there, I guess your roommate could be like your first friend, but if you didn't like her, make a friend in class. That's usually what I did. That's actually what I did. I made a lot of my friends in class, and we had like some of the same classes together. And like after we had that first semester of classes together, we got together and made our schedules for the next semester together, so we could try to have the same classes. And it's so helpful to have somebody that you know in your classes, because like if you miss a day or something, you just don't show up, you can get the notes, you guys can study together. It's just nice when you have somebody to study with you. I'll leave it at that. You can also join a club, which is what I did. I joined the PR club, and I made a lot of friends that way, a lot of connections that way also, which is like extremely helpful. There's so many different clubs at FIT. Like there's like a fashion club, there's a choir club, there's the PR club, which is what I was in, there's Black Student Union. There's so many different types of clubs and activities that you guys can do at school and on campus and make friends that way. It's also cool if you make friends in a different major, because you won't really see people outside of your major, or like be able to hang out with them because their major is different from yours. So joining clubs on campus can really introduce you to some new people. The culture there is really, really different. People like don't give a fuck, and they will dress however they want. And when I mean however, I mean however. Like they don't care. They will express themselves through their clothes. Like expressing yourself through clothes is a real ass thing, and I've seen it. I've seen it. It's like the best place to people watch though. Fashion inspiration is so on point there and so good. Like I would just sit and watch people walk by, and like people watch like with my friends, be like, wow, like yeah, her shoes, like like it's crazy. And like you could take selfies there, people won't judge you. You can get like all your outfit pictures, people won't judge you. It really is like a different world when it comes to that kind of thing though. And it honestly, it's cool though. Like people shouldn't be afraid to like take selfies in public. Like what's the big deal? Like I look good and I'm gonna take a picture, mind your business. So they're very open on that spectrum. And I guess life after FIT for me, I don't have a job yet, a full-time job yet, and I just graduated and I'm not really looking for one. I kind of want to take a little bit more time to myself, not too much time because I don't want to be doing nothing now. I just want to take a little bit more time to myself before I like enter that realm, because once you start working, you cannot stop. Some of my friends started to work right away, and that's good for them and that's what they wanted, but that's just not what I want for me. I want to take some time to myself. I kind of fell into YouTube, so I'm seeing what I can do with that and expand my creativity and things like that. I'm still modeling my hands, so I can't exactly just be like, hey employer, like can't come into work today, you know, gotta go hold like a cupcake or something. Like I can't do that. So I think I'm just gonna take some time to myself and kind of do my own thing for a little bit, and then reach out and figure something out that I would really be interested in doing. Yeah, so that's kind of it for now. If you guys have any questions about going to FIT or anything else that I might have missed out on, please do not hesitate to ask me. I can answer all of your questions. If there's enough, I might even make like some type of Q&A. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!